Hey there, it's Carlene. I want to talk to you today about follow-up. Super important part of our business. This is how we get our ambassadors and new customers to sign up. It's by follow-up, follow-up, follow-up. So that's what I'm going to talk to you about today. And it is really important to, first of all, know that the fortune is in the follow-up. And I know that we hear that all the time, but the fortune truly is in the follow-up. And I'm going to tell you why. I've been doing this business now since January, which is about 6 months, a little over 6 months, and I rarely get somebody who signs up to be a customer or signs up to be an ambassador on the very first day. Lo and behold, it actually did happen to me yesterday. I met someone and they signed up as an ambassador that day and they're ready to jump in. But that's 1 in a million. That rarely ever happens. So what I want to tell you is, if you touch somebody, you send out a contact where you're introducing them to the business or the products or what have you, and then you don't touch them again for 3 months, I'm going to guarantee you that you will lose that prospect to someone else in the coming year. Plexus is going to become a household name, and it truly is up to you to make this business what you want it to be. You're in control. You're the CEO of your business. So step out of your comfort zone. Take this challenge until the end of the month. And that's what this is about, right? You want to go silver. This is the silver challenge. So take this opportunity by its hand, or by, I don't even know what to say actually. Just jump in feet first, because this is how you will make your business grow. It's follow-up. So what I want to say then is, how are you doing your follow-up? Are you doing it in a structured way? Are you using a calendar? Are you using a spreadsheet, just a simple Google Calendar or Excel spreadsheet? Or if you're like myself, I'm a little bit more organized in that I want to see tasks or follow-ups or reminders given to me on a daily basis. So what I do is I actually use a software, and I'm not going to get into the nuts and bolts of this. You can certainly ask me later, but this is really just about follow-up and what I do to ensure that I'm staying on a schedule, because that's really what this is all about. If you don't schedule, or you're contacting a ton of people, there's a lot that could get missed in the mix, because you could forget about them, or they just fall to the wayside, or you're not organized as you would like to be. So my challenge for you is to really go hard, go strong until the end of the month, but be organized about it. So use a calendar. For myself, Highrise HQ, it is an online, in the cloud type of software. You can use it on any device. I do pay for it. It's minimal charge, but I feel that the amount that it costs me on a daily basis to use Highrise HQ is absolutely worth it. I'm senior gold, and I did that in 5 months. So I'm telling you that you can do this. Just work your business like it is a business, and you can go far. Okay, so with Highrise HQ, basically what I do is I will have a schedule that I've designed myself, and I plug in my person that I'm talking to. I give myself little notes of what I said to them, and then I set the next follow-up. And that next follow-up is basically according to the schedule that I want to touch them again, because I don't want too much time to pass. So the first time that I touch someone and I send out that initial introduction about Plexus, the next time frame that I follow up with them is actually very short. I want to follow up with them in 5 to 7 days, because I want them to know, hey, I really care about you. I truly want you to see the benefits of not just the products, but even the business part. So I always present the business with the product, and you can take a look at my first contact document. I'll post it in this group, or you can look on some of the larger team pages. I believe it's there too. But just tweak it, make it yours, so that you can, obviously, I believe my website is on there. So you'll want to make sure that what you're sending out is all 100% your information. You don't want to accidentally lose a customer or an ambassador because someone else's information is in a document that you're using. But do know you don't have to recreate the wheel. It's all out there for you. So my schedule, again, is I will send out that first initial contact. I'll talk to the person. If I don't hear anything back, I don't take it personally. So do know that. Do not take it personally if you don't hear back from somebody, even if it's your 7th, 8th, 9th, 10th time that you're talking to them or sending out some kind of a follow-up. And that's where you want to get to. You want to get to that place where you're following up that many times, because again, the fortune is in the follow-up. And I know you've heard this before as well, but a lot of times a person does not take action until they've heard your message 4 to 6 times. And I'm here to tell you, 4 to 6 times is truly the magical numbers, okay? Because a person just is super busy. Everyone's busy. You're busy and your prospect is busy. And they may have heard your message and thought, I really want to get back to you and I just can't do it right now. And then they get off onto their day, they're running errands, picking up their kids, going to sports events, whatever it is, and they've forgotten. And then the next time you reach out, they're like, oh yes, I wanted to hear more about Plexus. I want to sign up. In fact, I've got people that want to join me as well, but I'm just too busy right now and I have to get back to you. And then they forget again. So I'm telling you, it is 4 to 6 times before someone will actually say, I'm going to sit down today and I'm going to contact Carlene and I'm going to get myself on those Plexus products and I'm going to sign up as an ambassador, whatever it is, whether it's customer or ambassador. It truly does take 4 to 6 times to hear a message before you actually take action and do something. So know that you're not bothering someone. They are not ignoring you. They just don't have the time to respond right away, and they don't want to tell you no because they really are interested. And you know what? You will get the handful that aren't interested and are ignoring you, but that's okay. We're in this business to hear no's because it's a numbers game. So just keep contacting your prospects and follow up. So again, well, let's get back to that schedule. When you are talking with someone, you send out that first contact. I touch them again within 5 to 7 days because I want them to know, yes, I'm serious. I'm here to talk to you. I want you to know about the product, and I'm a product of the product, so ask me your questions. Let me know what your concerns are. If I don't hear from them or haven't heard anything whatsoever, I will still put them on the schedule for the next follow-up, which at that point is 2 weeks out. So the first time it's 5 to 7 days, the second time it's 2 weeks. The next time I contact them, it will be 3 weeks out, and then the next time is 4 weeks out, and then again it's monthly until I get some kind of communication from them. I do want to hear a no, and I do want to hear a yes, but I want to continue to touch them until they tell me something, because if they don't tell me anything, then for me, they are still thinking, they are still interested. And if you internalize that and you think, oh my gosh, I'm bothering them, I'm touching them now 5 times, 7 times, whatever it is, they haven't gotten back to me, I know I'm bothering them, they just must think the worst of me. All you're doing right there is projecting your own self-doubt onto someone else, and that may not be at all what they're thinking. So just try to take a deep breath and get your messenger open or your email message out, or however you're contacting them, whether it's a phone call or a face-to-face meeting, whatever it is, however you follow up with someone. Don't project, just take a deep breath and copy and paste your message, or if it's a personal message, just take that deep breath and hit send. It is really truly that easy, okay? So then you're on to your next person, and you can kind of wipe that off of your brain and just get on to the next person, because I'm going to challenge you to do 10 follow-ups every single day until the end of this month. And I'm telling you, your business will start to see some activity. You're going to get some replies. Even if it's a no, that is absolutely okay. Just know that you can put a note into that little file, or however it is that you're keeping track of your folks, even if it's a handwritten notebook. I use Highrise HQ. It's totally okay, whatever it is that you're using, just as long as it's working for you. If it's not working for you, find something else. Highrise HQ, some people just use Messenger and just follow through whoever they touched previously. I could never do that. All of my people would get lost because I'm contacting so many people. For me, 10 people a day is not out of the ordinary. I will do that. In fact, I'm about to start up another 30 days where I'm challenging myself to contact 10 brand new people people every single day. And by the end of that 30 days, you can imagine it's going to snowball on yourself, and it might actually be about 60 to 80 follow-ups that you're doing in one day, because you have all these brand new people that you have on a schedule. And by the time you get to the end of the month, you can understand you would have a lot of people to follow up with. Just set aside some time. Just know that from 9 p.m. to 10 p.m. is when I'm going to do my follow-ups. I put my head down, I copy and paste, and I hit send, and it's just one through the next one. Here I am snapping my fingers. But just go on to the next one, and at that point, you're not thinking too hard. You're not really able to project, because you're really just going through, and it's a numbers game, like I said. And then once you start actually reaping the benefits of all those follow-ups, then you're going to just be jumping for joy, because all of your hard work then is paying off. And it may be a couple of months down the road, but that's when the momentum is really taking off for you, and you're doing maybe less follow-ups and more reach-outs at that point. So, and what I mean by that is that first contact, or that first reach-out. So beyond that, it really truly is just following up and staying on a schedule. Let me see what else. Let me take a look at my notes really quick, make sure I haven't missed anything. Let's see. Oh, okay, I know what I wanted to say. So when you are following up with someone, we have all the tools for you. You can use the follow-up document that I use, and like I said, tweak it and use it any way you want. However, it is really important to tell your story in your follow-up, even if it is just one sentence or a few sentences. Make it personalized so that people can see that you are not just trying to sell them, but you're telling them why this is working for you and how it's working for you. And then just give them a little encouragement, basically. So whether your follow-up is a paragraph long or 2 sentences is really truly up to you. And you'll see as you keep going and you're onto maybe your 4th or your 5th or your 6th follow-up, you don't want to have some big, long, drawn-out story that you're telling them, your big personal why. That's great to tell them right up front, but don't hit them with that every single time. Just give them 1 or 2 things like, hey, you know what, last night I slept a full 8 hours. It was amazing. And this is why, the triplex, and give them, you know, a blurb about the triplex and why it works. And then just say, contact me when you're ready. I'm here for you. And send it off. The next time it might just be, you know what, I thought of this and I wanted to send it out to you, and just hit send, and that's it. Wait for them to respond. It doesn't have to be anything long and drawn out, but you do want to just keep making Plexus, putting it in front of them every time you follow up. And beyond that, I think that's really it. So if you have questions, just post them on the page. I'll be sure to get back to you. Even some of the other leaders have lots of fabulous things to say about how they follow up. Everyone's idea of what their follow-up looks like is a little bit different and individualized. What works for me may not work for you, but if you just try it, you can tweak it and make it your own. And before you know it, you are leading your team into success, because the follow-up is where it's all at. That is where the fortune will be found, in the follow-up. Okay? You guys have a great day. Bye.